Greetings YouTube and welcome back to my channel. It's 8:30 in the morning, the sun is shining, hooray! And I am off to Rigamore, if that's even how you say it. I have absolutely no idea. It's a little fishing village on the coast. It's one of the Cinque Terre villages. It's an absolute gem. I've got about a 4-hour ride ahead of me and a bike to pack up first. So let's have it. So far, Italy is delivering on the sunshine. I love it. I've just noticed over yonder, I don't know if you can see, looks like there is a fruit stall setting up on a little marketplace. I think that's going to be breakfast. I'm going to go and buy some fruit, sit in the sunshine and fill myself up before hitting the road. Well, third day of this Italy-Sicily trip, and it feels like I'm starting to feel the rhythm of the road a bit again, getting into a routine. It started off, it was a little bit difficult to settle down. I was I don't know, maybe it was the rain riding across Spain, I don't know. Anyway, breakfast beckons. See if I can buy some fruit, which isn't incredibly like me, to be honest, but I fancy it, so let's have it.
Oh, grazie. Grazie. Buona giornata. Thank you.
Result, I have breakfast. What a beautiful morning. So I've had a little bit of a internal wrangle going on this morning. The destination I'm aiming for is on the coast. Now, I don't really want to ride any more motorways, and I certainly don't want to pay any more tolls for the rest of this Italian leg of this trip. But if I don't take the motorways, then hold on, let me just get this in. There's the place I'm going to. I don't know how to say that. If I don't take the motorways, it's going to take almost 7 hours to get there. If I take the motorways, I'm there in 3 or just over 3. I think given that I'm going to be riding down the coast and definitely not being on any motorways for the vast majority of this trip, I reckon I need to just get myself to the coast this morning. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm not quite sure if the sat-nav knows where I am at the moment. Right, I am fueled up. I've had a small breakfast. I may get something else to eat when I stop on motorway services somewhere if I get hungry. And now I can make my way to the coast. So after today, I'm hoping it will be the last bit of motorway before I start the long slog back home again, once I've hopefully made it to Sicily. Absolutely beautiful. So it's nice not to be wrapped up in that rubber romper suit of mine. Feel a bit of air on me. It's nice to have my summer gloves on as well, so I can actually feel something through my fingers. I'm trying my hardest to keep to the speed limits. I don't want to pick up a load of fines along the way, but none of the locals seem to pay any attention. It seems to be go whatever speed you want. Don't know how accurate it is either, but I'm relying on the sat nav here because it's still telling me in miles an hour, but it's adjusted to suit the local speed. So it's saying 31 miles an hour is my limit here, so I'm trying to keep it to that. I don't quite know how accurate that is. My speedo reads that I'm doing probably more like 32, 33. But it's easier than trying to read the kilometre part of the dial because it's hidden by the needle. So I think it's about the best I can do. I'm loving this. What I like about staying at the Airbnbs rather than a hotel is it gives you a bit more of a taste of what life might actually be like for the residents living in these areas. Because, you know, I was in somebody's apartment last night, and it was all very nice, and I got to say hello to the neighbours as they were off on their way to work in the morning. Makes it a bit more real, I think. But tonight I'm hoping to camp. You know, to be completely honest, I would rather be in another Airbnb. It's more comfortable, I can charge my stuff up easily, but it's all too expensive. I need to stay somewhere for 10 euros for the night instead of paying 30 or 40, especially with all the motorway tolls and everything else. That clock's not working. Right, bye bye mountains, and let's bring on the coast and heading south. What a difference it makes riding in sunshine. There are a few dark clouds about, but hopefully they're not going to come to anything, particularly over there. Might get rained on over there, I don't know. Hope not. Cinque Terre on the signpost again. It's like a Wild Atlantic Way kind of symbol. I think that means scenic route here. Well, I can definitely see why it would have taken me 7 hours or so to get to Cinque Terre had I not have used the motorway. There is a lot of traffic and it is very slow going through these towns. This is very beautiful. It's I think officially the scenic route I'm on, and I can see why. I just thought I'd stop and grab a bit of a view for you. This is spectacular. Let's see if I can cross the road without getting knocked over. I'm sure I can. I'll get the other side of the barrier. Now, have a look at this. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I'm so glad to be off the motorway. There's my trusty bike. I love that bike so much. It's telling me that I need to get it serviced now. I knew that would happen whilst I was away, but it will be 1,500 or so miles overdue by the time I get back. But what can you do? What can you do? I'm climbing all the time. I know these villages are up on the cliffs, I think, or they lead right down to the sea and work their way up the cliffs. But I'm certainly climbing 890 feet now. I was at sea level 10 minutes ago. It certainly is beautiful. I wish you could smell what I can smell. It is so fresh. I think there's been quite a bit of rain here. It's trying to rain at the moment, but I'm ignoring that. If you could put a smell to the colour green, this would be it. I think I've officially entered the Cinque Terre area. Now there are 5 villages, hence Cinque. But I'm only going to visit one of them. I think there are a very narrow road. There is a very narrow road connecting all the villages. They actually discourage you from visiting by car. There is a railway line that hugs the cliffs and joins all 5 villages. But I'm going to satisfy myself by seeing just the one, and that will be spectacular enough, I'm sure. Oh my gosh, what a view down there. Right, turning off here, which should take me down to Rio Maggiore or something. My apologies. Oh my word. Oh my word. If you want stunning for a bike ride, then I think this might be the definition of it. Don't go over the edge, because that's quite high. Oh, incredible. Incredible. I want to look over the edge, but I need to look where I'm going. I can take in the sights when I get to the village. How impressive is this? Stunning views, the coast, switchbacks. What's not to like? It's incredible. You can walk apparently between all 5 villages on a coastal path. It takes, I read, about 6 hours to do so. I'm not going to be doing that. If I wasn't on a motorcycle tour, I probably would. Well, I definitely would. There we go. I don't know how to say it, but this is a very, very beautiful place. This is quite something. Not entirely sure if I can park where I've parked. There's something about towing people away, but I'm going to take a chance. I watched a programme not so long ago on Netflix, I think it was, called Blue Zones, and why people live to over 100 generally in certain areas. And one of the findings was, I don't know how scientific it was, but one of the findings was it's due to walking up and down hills and living on a village on a hilly terrain in a warm climate. I'm guessing the average lifespan is quite high here. There are a lot of steps. It would really keep you fit living here. It really would. My quads are burning. I'm only heading down at the moment. I think the chances of me finding my ways back up the way I came down are fairly remote. As long as I head up, I should find the bike, he says. Surely be at sea level soon. Ah, there's no further to go. I say it's a complete labyrinth. Maybe if I walk along here, that's where I just came from. I don't know. That's just enchanting. Maybe I'll never find my way down to the sea. I'm blowing well now. And just climb back up a little way. What's down here? knackered. Made it. Made it to the bottom. I think I've earned myself a coffee. Cheers. Here's to Italy and to following your dreams and taking adventure wherever you can. I'm a little bit out of breath, but it's worth it. It's so worth it. Based on what I was saying earlier, I think this has increased my life expectancy by about a year. Can you see the sweat dripping off me? Oh my gosh. Tell you how pooped I am, but the bike's still there, which is a result. Let me show you this village one more time. Absolutely beautiful. Adjectives at my disposal just don't do it justice.